area of a triangle. The formula for area of a triangle is half into base into height. Is equal to half into base into height. Okay, remember this. Now the question is how to identify the base and how to identify the height. For example, if I give you a triangle, okay. Now suppose in this triangle, I draw an altitude from here. Do you know what is the height of a triangle? Do you know what is the height of a triangle?
Yes, sir.
What is the height of a triangle?
So from the middle of the triangle till the top.
No, the height of a triangle is a perpendicular that is drawn from a vertex of a triangle to the opposite side of the triangle. See that here, A is the vertex, right? From here, I have drawn a perpendicular to the opposite side, BC, right? This is called the height of a triangle. Okay. Now see that in the first case where I have drawn the height from A to the side BC, in this case, the area of triangle ABC will be half into, now see, when I'm considering this as the height, right? This BC become my base. So the area will be half into the length of BC into the length of AM. Okay. Consider the next figure. If I'm drawing a perpendicular from the vertex B to the opposite side AC, this is also a height, right? Right? In this case, BM is the height. That means now AC will be my base. Okay, so area of the triangle will be half into base into height. Okay. And next one is area of for the third case, you will have, if you draw the vertex from the base C, from the vertex C to the opposite base, right? Then how will it look like? Okay, this is
So
how it is
there's a
going to look
hacker.
like. Okay. Okay. So in this case, I have drawn the perpendicular or the altitude from the vertex C to the base AB. So in this case, the area of triangle ABC is half into base into height CM. Okay. So considering whichever, it depends on which height is given to you, you will consider the opposite side of that height to be the base. Okay. So this is the area of a triangle. Let us see a problem in from area of a triangle. Now here my scans have are a little of inferior quality, so the figures have not come. So I'll rather draw the figures. Okay. Uh, Look at this problem here. Question number 9. Let me write here from the adjoining figure. find the area of triangle ABC. Second, length of BC. Third is the length of altitude from A to BC. This is the figure that is given to you. Okay, this is the figure that is given to you. Okay. The first question is find the area of triangle ABC. Now, if you see, this is a right angle triangle, right? So therefore, in the right angle triangle, you can consider this as your base and you can consider this as your height. Okay. Or you can consider the other way also. The height that is there, you can consider that as you can consider this as your base also, and you can consider this as your height also. Okay, the other way also. So area, let's write the area of this triangle. Area of triangle ABC is equal to, write the formula first, half into base into height, which is equal to half into base here is AB and height I have taken as AC. Okay, which is equal to half. Now write the length here. AB is 3 centimeter and AC is 4 centimeter. So you have 6 centimeter square. Okay. Area of triangle ABC is 6 centimeter square. Second, the length of BC, that is the length of this. How will you find out the length of this? If you remember, I told you Pythagoras theorem. This is what? This is the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle, right? Because it is opposite to this 90-degree angle. Therefore, this must be the hypotenuse. And when you know the perpendicular, if you consider this as the perpendicular, and if you consider this as the base, if you know the, this is base. If you consider this as the base, and if you know the perpendicular and base, you can find out the hypotenuse very easily. So let's write this. Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Right? That means which one is the hypotenuse here? BC. So BC square, perpendicular I have taken as AC. All right, AC square plus AB square. Right? So that means BC square, let's write the, no need to write BC again here. So AC square, if you see the length here is 4 and AB square, the length here is 3, which is equal to 16 plus 9, which is equal to 25. So what have you got? You have got BC square is equal to 25. That means how much is BC? It is a square root of 25.
So 5.
Which is equal to 5 centimeters. Okay. So this is how you find out the length of the altitude, the length of BC. Okay, that finishes the second question. Okay. Let us see the third question. The length of the altitude AD. They are asking you to find out the length of this altitude AD. Okay, how will you find? Now you see, if I consider this as my height, then this becomes my base of the triangle. Then what should be the area of the triangle? Half base into height, half into base into height, right? Now you already know the area, right? What is the area we have found out? 6 centimeters square. So this area, half into B into H, must be equal to 6 centimeters square, right? So remember, if I consider AD as the height, BC becomes my base. So I'll write here, area of triangle ABC is equal to half into base into height, which is equal to half. Now see here, we are considering the base as BC, this length. Let's write BC. And height we are considering as this length, AD. Okay. Now I put the value of BC. What is the length of BC we have found out? 5. So half into 5 into AD. Right? So what are you getting? You are getting 5 by 2 AD. This is the area of the triangle, ABC. But how much area have we found out? 6 centimeters square. So this must be equal to 6 centimeters square. So therefore 5 by 2 AD must be equal to 6. From here you can find out the value of AD. So 5 AD is equal to 6 into 2. That means AD is equal to 5 AD is equal to 12. That means AD is equal
So
to...
how come 16?
Yes, how come 6? Because we have already found out the
Yes,
area
sir.
of the triangle to be 6 centimeters square in the first one. Haven't we?
Okay, sir.
When we consider this as the height and this as the base, we already got the area, right? This time we are considering
Yes, sir. Yes.
this AD as the height and this as the base. So that's how. So this is AD is 12 by 5, which is equal to 2.4 centimeter. Okay. All clear with this or any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So this was one problem from triangle. This is a very important problem. You can go through this problem. Okay. And now the question is, once I have discussed the area, what do you mean by perimeter of a triangle or perimeter in general? Perimeter is nothing but the length of the boundaries of any figure, not only triangle, but any figure. Okay. So if I give you a triangle and if I give you all the 3 sides of the triangle, how will you find out the perimeter? Suppose if I give you a triangle, okay, and let's say if I give you the length of EB to be C, small c, length of BC to be small a, and length of AC to be B, then what is the perimeter of this? It is the sum of the lengths AB plus BC plus AC, which is equal to C plus A plus B. Or you can write A plus B plus C. That is the sum of the lengths of the sides of the triangle. It's called the perimeter. Okay. So that is what you mean by perimeter. Okay. Suppose if I give you an isosceles triangle, suppose this length is A. These are not formula. Just remember that perimeter is nothing but the length of the boundaries. Okay. This is A and this is B. So what should be the perimeter here in this case? AB plus BC plus AC, which is equal to AB here is A, BC here is B, and AC here is A, which is equal to 2A plus C. Okay, clear? Or any question? If I give you an equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal to A. So what should be the perimeter?
So A into 3.
Yes, 3A. Perimeter is equal to AB plus BC plus AC. A plus A plus A, which is equal to 3A. Okay. So whenever in case of rectangle also, perimeter is what? It is nothing but the sum of the length of the boundaries. Okay. In case of a, if I tell you perimeter of a pentagon, even that means the sum of the length of the boundaries of the pentagon. Okay. So that is what this means. We now complete the, we now start with the next figure, which is the rectangle. Area of rectangles. Look at this. This is how a rectangle looks like. Normally, the longer length here, longer side, we consider it as the length. You can take the shorter side also length, no problem. It does not matter actually. Okay. And we take the shorter side as the breadth. Okay. Then the area of this rectangle is length into breadth. Okay. Or in the above case, area of rectangle ABCD. This is the how you write in short. Rectangle ABCD is equal to L into B. Okay. So remember this, area of a rectangle is equal to length into breadth. You already know, you must have done earlier, right? Next, perimeter of a rectangle. Perimeter of a rectangle is nothing but the sum of the lengths of the sides. So AB plus BC plus CD plus AD, which is equal to L plus B plus L plus B. 2L plus 2B twice L plus B, right? So this is the perimeter of the rectangle. You can remember the perimeter of the rectangle also, twice L plus B. Okay. So these you have to remember. Now, based on this, let us do a problem. Okay. Look at number 1. This is a little inverted here. Okay. But I'm sure you can read. Or should I make it bigger? Can you read the problem?
Yes, sir, we can read.
Okay. The question is the length and breadth of a rectangular field are in the ratio 9:5. So length and breadth of a rectangle are given in a certain ratio. This is your rectangle. This is a rectangular field. Okay. If the area of the field is 14,580, 14,580 square meter square is the area of this field. Okay. Find the cost of surrounding the field with a fence at the rate of 3.25 per meter. Okay. That means find the cost of fencing this field. That means you need to construct a fence along this. You need to construct a fence here along the border, along this border, and along this border, right? But do you know the length and breadth of this rectangle? Obviously, you don't.
No, sir.
Therefore, we'll first find out the length and breadth of this. Then we can calculate the cost of fencing. Okay. First of all, see that the length and breadth of the field are given to be in the ratio 9:5. That means I can take the length as 9x and I can take the breadth as
And 5x.
5x. Okay. So I start by saying, let the length and breadth of
Sir, 9x into 5x is equal to 14580 meter square.
rectangular field, let the length and breadth of the rectangular field be 9x and 5x respectively. Okay. So therefore, what should be the area? Length into breadth, right? Therefore, area of the rectangle ABCD is equal to 9x into 5x, which is equal to 45x square, right? Now, what is the area given here? 14,580. That means 45x square must be equal to 14,580. That means x square must be equal to 14,580 divided by 45, right? So now we can find out the value of x. First, let us cancel here. From what will it cancel? You can cancel with 5 first. Right? Now it will cancel with 4 also. Will it cancel with 3? Yes, it will cancel with 3 also. It cancel with 3. Right. Now again it will cancel with 3. 324. So getting x square is equal to 324. So that means what must be x? Square root of 324. How do you find out the square root of 324? By prime factorization. Or you can also find out by division method. What should be the square root of 324? 18, right? You can find this out to be 18.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 18.
18 meters is the square root, right? So therefore, what is the length of the rectangle? 9x. 9 into 18. 162, right? Meters is the length. And what is the breadth? Breadth we had taken as 5x. 5 into 18, which is 90 meters. Right? We have found the length and breadth here. Now the question is, what should be the cost of fencing this? That is, we have to construct a fence along all the 4 lengths here, right? So now, and what is the cost of fencing here? How much is the cost given? With a fence of at the rate of 3.25 per meter. That means to construct a fence which is 1 meter, how much is the cost? Rupees 3.25, right? So what is the total meter that we have to construct the fence? Equal to the perimeter of the rectangle. So let's find out the perimeter of the rectangle. Therefore, perimeter of the rectangle is equal to twice L plus B. What is L here? L here is 162. B here is 90. Right? So this will give you 9 into 252, which is equal to 504 meters. This is the perimeter of the rectangular field, right? So what should be the cost of fencing? 1 meter costs how much? Rupees 3.25. Therefore, so much of meters will cost. 1 meter of fence costs rupees 3.25. Therefore, 504 meters of fence costs 3.25 into 504 rupees. Okay. So 3.25 into 504, you can multiply here. How do you multiply 3.25 into 504? You can write 504 at 500 plus 4. Now you can multiply 3.25 into 500 plus 3.25 into 4. 3.25 into 500 will give you 325 into 5. Okay, two decimal places will shift. And 3.25 into 4 will give you 13. And 325 into 5 will give you 1625 plus 13. So your cost is rupees 1638. This is the total cost. Okay, or you can multiply directly. I've just shown you a small shortcut for multiplication. You can apply this shortcut or you can multiply directly and get your answer. Okay. Let us now move to the next figure, which is a square. Now, when I was doing quadrilaterals, I told you what is a square. Okay, so you know that in a square, all the sides are equal. And each interior angle is 90 degrees, right? If I take each of the sides of this square to be A, then the area of the square ABCD, area of a square, the formula is length of each side and you square it. That is area of square ABCD is equal to A square. Okay. So you need to remember this formula. Fine. Next, perimeter of a square is again sum of the length of the boundaries AB plus BC plus CD plus AD. Which is equal to 4A. You can remember these two. Area of a square and the perimeter of a square. Okay. And I'm also going to discuss the next figure, which is parallelogram. And then I'll do the problems for both tomorrow. Okay. Area of parallelograms. Look at this. This is a parallelogram ABCD. Okay. Formula for area of parallelogram is base into height. Okay. Area of parallelogram. In short, this is the way we write parallelogram. You need to remember this formula. But the question is, how does it work? Which one is the base? Which one is the height? This is just like your triangles again. Okay. Now suppose if from C, I'm drawing a perpendicular on the opposite side, right? Let us call it P. Then this becomes my height and AB becomes my base. Okay. So let's write this. Half, in fact, this is base into height, which is area of parallelogram ABCD is, when we are considering AB as the base, CP becomes our height, right? So AB into CP. Or what you can also have is, if you just extend this side, produce this side, okay, and from D, if you drop a perpendicular here, okay, let's call it Q. Then DQ becomes the height, and this time AB also remains the base. So AB is the base and DQ is the height. Okay, so either if you're considering CP as your height, or if you're considering DQ as your height, the base remains AB. Clear with this? Or any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Let us see another figure. Now suppose what I do is, I drop a perpendicular from here. Then area of parallelogram ABCD. Let us call this R. Then CB becomes my base. So BC or CB into height is DR. Okay. Or what I can also do is, I can produce this side, and now from A, I can drop a perpendicular. Let us call this S, this point. So AS is my height. If AS is the height, if you're considering this as the height, BC remains the base. So BC into AS. Okay. So there are, if you're considering DR as the height, or even if you're considering AB as the height, CB remains or BC remains the base. Okay. So in many ways you can calculate the area of a parallelogram, but it depends which one is given as your height. Just like in case of a triangle, it depends on the height, which one you will consider as your base. Similarly here, in case of parallelogram also, it depends on height that is given to you. Whatever height that is given to you, according to that, you will have to consider the base. Is that absolutely clear?
Yes, sir.